I just saw Venom 3, and it was pretty mid. This is going to be a very short review and also a spoiler-free review. But I will be talking about stuff that happens in the trailer, and I'll be showing clips of the trailer, so if you're trying to go in completely blind, then I would just watch this video another time. So yeah, the reason it's going to be short is just because I'm trying to get this video out as soon as possible, so it's going to be similar to my Transformers 1 review. Anyway, so let's just get into this video. The action in this movie is actually really good. It's actually also a minor improvement, I think, from the last one. I really think the action just gets better in every movie. And, yeah, there's a specific action sequence at the end of the movie that is just complete mayhem. It's great without spoiling anything. It's just insane, and honestly, it's just, like, that's just kind of what I wanted from the movie the entire time, which I'm really disappointed that it only, like, happened in the last, like, 20 minutes. And then also there's a scene, it was in the trailers, where, like, they're fighting the, military in, like, the river, and there is some great, like, creative stuff that happens there, and I thought that was also just great. Although, other than that, and then, like, a plane fight that they have, there's not really that much fight scenes, which I was kind of disappointed by. Like, there's obviously a couple more, but, like, mainly, there's just, like, two, or, like, you could kind of count three. But, yeah, and that's a little disappointing. The characters of the movie. Now, the only really characters I think I'm going to cover, because the only really characters that have any character traits, is the military man, the scientist, Eddie, and Venom, which I'm going to do together, and then Null. Because that's about the only characters in this movie that really do anything. So the scientist lady, we have a backstory for her. It's not exactly like the greatest thing. I feel like she had a bit more of a part in like earlier scripts, because it really feels like that they had like a lot of plans for her, but she doesn't really do a lot. So it's just kind of like, I mean, I don't really know. I mean, the character was fine. I mean, I thought the actress did a well job. So, you know, nothing really to say. Now, the military guy, he actually did a really good job. The actor, he did really well. Oh, and honestly, I was, like, expecting just, like, oh, it's just a military guy. I'm not gonna, like, actually, like, by the end of the movie, I was like, damn, he actually, like, they actually tried. He's not, like, the best in-depth character or anything, but he's a pretty good character. Then we get to Eddie and Venom, they're just the same as usual. Tom Hardy is still doing a great job as both characters. Now, Null in the movie, who is just not in the movie, he has like 8 seconds of screen time. He feels like an afterthought. If you're gonna see this movie, I repeat, do not see it because you want to see Null as the main villain of a Venom movie. He's not the main villain, okay? There isn't really a main villain, to be honest. There's just a lot of just stuff. I mean, actually, he kind of is the main villain, but he doesn't really do anything. He just kind of like, I don't want to spoiler, like, why he can't do anything, but you get the point. The story is pretty shit. It is just not good, makes no fucking sense. Characters do stuff that they know is gonna end with them getting, like, being killed, but they do it anyway because they want to have, like, fun. Sometimes they actually have to do it, and that's when but then sometimes when Venom just makes, like, the weirdest goddamn decisions I've ever seen in my life. Like, the story is not good, motives are changed, like, between scenes. There is just some characters in the movie that just don't even have a purpose, like, in the movie, the people in, like, the van. There is, like, I want to say, like, maybe, like, I don't know, 10 characters in the movie, and only, like, 5 of them have any purpose in the movie whatsoever. The other guys are just like, oh, I'm a character, and I'm here to do one thing that any other character could have done, but I'm gonna take up more screen time than fucking Venom. Great. Honestly, in my opinion, the story is just where this entire thing just falls flat for me, okay? If the story was really good, this movie would actually be so much higher, but this is where it's mid, because everything's actually pretty good, like the CGI and everything like that, but it's just, I just can't with the fucking story. It is so bad. I can't really talk about, like, the plot, like, what happens in the movie. Obviously, it's a non-spoiler review, so I can't really do that. But the story is just dog shit. Take my word for it. Really quickly, before we get to the conclusion of this video, I wanted to talk about the tone of the movie. Now, the tone, in my opinion, is actually a mix of the first and second movie. It has a lot of comedic aspects from the second movie, but they actually bring back some of that horror aspect from the first movie. I really don't have anything else to say, but I did want to include that in the video, because I included the tone in the last video, reviewing Let There Be Carnage. So yeah, without further ado, let's get to the conclusion of the video and my number score. This movie has pretty good action. In my opinion, I consider it good action. It has a really, really dog shit story. It has some pretty good characters, and the tone of the movie is actually also pretty good. So what do I give this movie? Well, I think I'm going to be giving this movie a 5.5 out of 10. I think it's right in the middle between the last two Venom movies, and honestly, maybe they all deserve the same spot. They're all interchangeable. You cannot really tell the difference between them that much, like, honestly. And yeah, that's it. Now I'm going to do something a little different and give the series a bit of an average score. So the Venom series, or the trilogy as a whole, gets an average of a 5.5. I thought I'd include that because this is the final movie in the series. And yeah, that is about it. So, without further ado, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and see you in the next video next week. Bye. Ready to snap, thinking it's time. Don't get 'em, and it ain't good, I wanna hit 'em.